Hey everyone, welcome to your third episode of Quirks, Quills, and Creativity. I'm Kathleen Zoll, writer and ADHD goddess, with living with the crazy every day. This is my friend Stephanie, and Stephanie Sikora is also a neurodiverse writer, so I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I live with Asperger's along with multiple diagnoses within the mental health field. I've worked in both mental health and IDD and autism fields. I have been living with challenges since I was very young, diagnosed with PDD and other diagnoses early on. I enjoy horseback riding. It's the most therapeutic thing I've ever done. And I love writing my fantasy book, and I'm also working on a memoir with my mom. But tonight's going to be about my fantasy work and how much I enjoy using my gifts with the world and what I think about what neurodiversity is.
Awesome. So with your writing fantasy, because I'm a fantasy writer too, how does that help you in living in a world that was not created for the neurodiverse?
Okay, so for my writing in fantasy, I basically have taken examples from my own life with my neurodiversity. I have experienced many things with some of our students as well. So for me, fantasy can actually be real. I've had students that I've worked with be able to tell the weather like an hour before. He said he was going to start at like 102, and at 102 we started getting flurries.
Wow.
So that's where as I'm talking about this, I'm getting chills actually. So in fantasy, I feel fantasy is more real to me than the world around us right now.
Now, I've had the privilege of reading some of your fantasy, and it strikes me you do more almost urban fantasy,
Yes.
like grounded in this world.
Yes.
So what do you how do I put this? What do you do with that fantastic piece in this world? How does it cross over, and how does it make, the world make sense?
Okay.
Because I think all fantasy in a way teaches us about making sense of a world through different abilities.
Right.
Talk to me about how yours does that.
So my book that I'm working on, the working title is Moon Children. For my character, she is a neurodivergent. She's hearing voices, and in turn they are actually the world around her coming through, and she doesn't know this off the bat. For me, it's been a great privilege to work with my mind on creating this. Maybe I'm not understanding the question fully, but
no, that actually makes sense. So when you're writing that, okay, I find that my writing is sometimes better therapy than my therapist.
Okay.
No offense to my therapist, but maybe not much anyway. I find that in writing that my neurodiverse character has these quirks but has these abilities, it almost kind of gives me confidence in the abilities that I do have.
Yes. Okay.
Could you talk to me about your experience with that?
So I see my character as me. She is, how do I say it? An extension of my personality. So she has helped me come out with parts of me that I don't truly understand. I'm trying to think, she's helped me understand that the world is different Not everybody, even including my family, not everybody's going to understand me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a great experience to be able to write. I let my characters come through me. I see them as part of me, if it were.
Right.
And they are the ones leading the story. I literally enjoy just having them. I'm a pantser.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
my journaling can turn into a part of the story if I'm not careful. But being more aware of everything around me has been a huge impact.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke about the horses. I was with horses from probably 6th grade on. I've been riding, and I've had experiences that I was able to communicate with my horses.
Awesome.
More in tune than the other people around me at the barn.
Nice.
And that's part of what's going on in my stories.
Very cool. Very cool. So, to the neurodiverse watchers, to the neurodiverse readers, because we've talked about this before, the fact that both of us grew up bullied unmercifully. And, people say get over it. Well, I'm not going to raise a finger on this video, but you know which finger I would be raising if I could, because it's tough. We are more sensitive, we're more aware. What wisdom would you pass on to people who are neurodiverse watching this and thinking, well, I could never write a book, I could never pull that off?
Okay. So being that I also work with people as well in the neurodiverse area, you can. There are multiple ways that you can express yourself. Writing a book is only one way to express yourself. I was encouraged by actually an English teacher to continue my writing. I don't know if she's still around, but I miss her dearly. But it's listen to those people that are giving you positive feedback. Those who may be giving you negative feedback, they may just not realize how important it is for you to express your creativity. I give this example that when I was in middle school, high school, I was doing a lot of role playing on on what was AOL AIM.
She just dated herself. I know she looks younger than that, but yes.
But I was role playing on AIM with a friend of mine. My dad came in the bedroom and said, "Steph, stop doing that. What's the point in in this online hobblehoo?" But in turn, that role playing actually played a really important part in my development of my writing, my character building. It just was a totally different thing. My dad in my college years then became my editor for my papers. And you know what? My dad went, "Okay, I'm wrong. You are a amazing writer." And I'm like, "Thank you." My dad is now my permanent editor. Whenever I need something. I may turn to other people for this book, but he's probably going to be the first person I turn the first draft out to him.
Very cool. Very cool. So now, do you have like an author webpage or a Facebook page or Instagram? Like, where could somebody find you for the inspiration that you bring?
So I currently do not have an author page. I know, right? I have a Facebook page, but that's not my authorship.
Okay.
I do have a WordPress page
Okay.
that I want to be able to be blogging on more.
Okay, great.
I actually was trying to work on that earlier.
Awesome.
But I have a lot of people have just put out word to me that's like, you would do great with a vlog or
Yes.
or a blog or something. It's just I have a hard time focusing and understanding what I want
I
to.
cannot relate to that at all. I have no idea. Oh, look, a squirrel. You know,
Butterfly.
Yeah. Butterfly.
But I have so many inspirations for it.
Cool.
So if you're looking for me for like an inspiration, you find me online on what's it called? Discord.
Okay.
I'm in a Discord group and I go by Recovery Rider. So
And rider like a horse rider,
Yes, like a
not writer like a fantasy writer.
right, correct, a rider, like horseback rider.
Yeah.
Because horses are my recovery.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. We will get some viewership for this, but I am really grateful that you took the time to hang out with me. By the way, if you're wondering, we're at the Union Library of Hatboro, where I volunteer, and it is a beautiful, amazing space. So it's the nation's second oldest library operating under its original charter. Absolutely wonderful place here, and Stephanie was kind enough to join me here. I hope you all enjoyed this, and again, keep your eyes open. If you head over to my webpage, KathleenSzoll.com, you will find information on a writer's retreat that my best friend Christine Guidry-Law and I are putting on in October. So more information will be coming about that soon. We're going to get a video done as soon as we both have time to breathe. But thank you so much, and thank you, Stephanie, for being with me
You're
today.
welcome, Kathleen. Thank you for inviting me.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.